Hello, this is Witchburner, Gauntlet Hangout game. As such, the Gauntlet inclusivity policy is in effect. We're all friends here and want to support and take care of each other. So there are cards in our roll 20 that you can use for X card or script change safety tools. You can also say X card, making an X with your arms, or write it in chat. X card, for those unfamiliar, is a way to edit out things for tone or safety reasons. So if something makes you uncomfortable in an unfun way, you can say X card and we can change it to something else, since this is very improv based. Yeah, so let's start by introducing ourselves and our characters. So I'm Asher, they, them pronouns, and I'm facilitating this. Why don't we go left, right on my screen, I guess? So Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben, he, him pronouns. I'm playing Melina. She's a rough and tumble mercenary.
All right, and David.
Hi, I'm David. I don't have preference as to my pronouns. I am playing Agnew, who is he, him. He is he's poor. He is charming. He has bad ideas, and he has some sort of complicated history with it, or his mom has some sort of complicated history. I don't know what it is. We'll find out.
All right, Diana.
As I go by Diana Moon online, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing today La Doña Valentina de Guadalupe, who is a noble who's visiting and staying long term right now, and also goes by she, her.
And then to close things out, hi, I'm Peter. I use he, him pronouns. And today I will be playing Seth Mortem, also he, him pronouns. And he's kind of your average fellow sort of magic user, likes to hit things from afar. And the only thing that really seems to stand out, besides the fact that he doesn't really seem to stand out, is that he's both his temper and his height are short. So we'll just see how well I can keep that going before I fly off the handle.
All right, and then I asked people a question before the break, so we can go around and answer those, I suppose, learn more about these characters, and you can talk more about your character as you go. I guess I'll go in order of the paper then. So Diana is first there.
So, the mayor, Edna King's name, has been blackmailing me, which is why I've been staying a little longer than I intended, because they found out that I am actually a disgraced noble. I've actually lost my title and have been going around to different kingdomalities, to different towns, countries to try to find a new place that does not know this, and so that way I can utilize some power I no longer have. But I'm stuck here for now because the mayor has some machinations to do with me that I do not yet know.
All right, Seth or Peter.
Yeah, so my question was okay, so what I regret about carousing with Vladimir Oathborn after his opera, it's really quite simple. I was having a rather odd night for me, and I drank so much and do not remember any of it. But I've had accounts told to me, 2 or 3 different accounts, and while not all of them seem to match up, at least or almost all of them seem to point to the fact that I insulted the town cheesemaker, and she's not happy about it. And I really don't know how to approach her and say, I was super drunk. Can we put that under the table?
You insulted Betty, but she's so nice.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't so much her as much as like, I'm not really a cheese person. I think I'm lactose intolerant, or it could just be that I don't like cheese and that's my excuse. No one knows. No one sticks around to find out.
But cheese is so good.
I mean, it's good when it's not in my mouth or in my stomach or near me.
All right. And then Agnew or David is next.
Yeah, so I think I've been having dreams where I'm in the cabin where I grew up in, and I'm talking with my mother, who is also the winter bird. It's totally the winter bird, but dream logic. It's my mother, right? You see one person, you see one thing, and you recognize it as another because that's how dreams work oftentimes. And that's like super weird, like having the winter bird, cooking dinner as we're talking, and then just out of nowhere they say it's time for me to go, and a faceless horde of villagers come, rip the winter bird from the cottage and burn it alive.
That's an intense dream you got there. You also have a relic of a demi-saint. So if you want to look, there's a God and Faith handout that has all the different saints and gods. If you want to pick one for your relic.
I'll start looking through them.
All right. And last but not least, Melina.
So there's looks like a fairly standard but well done painting of the family patriarch and matriarch from several generations back. But I've heard, I don't know which family it's of, but I've heard rumors that there's a map to a hidden treasure on it, and the sign is there's a like a north, south, east, west compass, like shown as a necklace on one of the family members in this painting. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Very interesting. All right. Do you have more about your character too? You're the one who could summon things? No. That's David.
Myself?
Yeah.
Melina's a mercenary. She's been traveling for a while. Nothing. Haven't really decided where I'm going with her. I guess I'll play to find out on this one.
All right. So I think we'll just cut to waking up in the morning. You only hunt witches Monday through Friday because we're cutting it short. So it was Monday. There's maybe if you look outside, there's like a thick fog, so you can't really see anything. It's very cool. Everything's all fogged up. So what do you all start doing? You're all in the inn. It's like a very down to earth place. There's a bar on the first floor, and then I guess you're like in the upper floor, in little suites. Do you have anything you want to do today?
Do the townsfolk know like who we are and what our purpose is, or just the village elders?
I think they have an idea. I don't think you're the first Witchburners to come here, or witch hunters. So they've probably seen outsiders before, but they don't know you in particular.
So first thing in the morning, I tend to use my bodyguard more as a manservant, because I can generally take care of myself, and I'm still trying to put up airs of like having plenty of money, so it's no problem. So I'm not awake yet, but my halfling, Gerardo, is going to get breakfast so that I can have breakfast in bed.
What do you ask for
Matt.
breakfast? Sorry.
I just had that list of foodstuffs. Polenta and apples.
So I guess going to the store and actually making it.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's like a restaurant. What were you gonna say? Sorry, Peter, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say that I think I've woken up and oh god, I did not get enough sleep last night. So I'm just kind of like blinking a bunch, and I think just kind of poke my head out the door right as Gerardo passes by, and I'm just like, "Where are you going at such an early hour? Oh god." And if he says the whole food thing, then I'm going to be like, that actually sounds nice. And I'm just going to follow him.
So I think as you go out, you actually see someone coming to you, bringing food. There's Leo. He has like long hair, sad eyes. He has like yellow fingers, like he smokes a lot. And he's bringing a goose, or like offering. Yeah, I think he brought like a goose as like a welcome gift.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's so extravagant. That I mean, we're super appreciative, but that wasn't necessary. I mean, right, guys?
I am going to take him up on the offer anyways. Goose sounds great. And if you've got the goose, you'll get the gander. I think. I don't know. Why am I talking like this?
I don't know, but isn't it a beautiful morning?
It just got less beautiful.
It was, come on, the sun is shining. I think I heard, there's a couple of birds up there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were all singing, "Please go back to sleep."
Are you two like in a room together? Like, where are you gonna eat this?
I've just realized that like I've probably like ran into Leo in the hallway and was just kind of like standing there with this goose arguing with. I'm like, I have a goose, and I'm gonna just.
Is it just a live goose? Did he cook a goose?
Yeah, it's a baked goose.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay. I I just had this image of me standing there, like holding this goose and being like, I guess I'm gonna eat this. Not sure how. I don't know.
I think
Okay.
he'll offer to take you, tell bring you, let you eat at his place, right?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Is everyone going with, or is it just
Yeah.
you going to eat this goose?
Well, I mean, the truth is Agnew is really hungry. He
All
probably
right.
does not get to eat meat like ever.
Well, like I said, LaDonya is still asleep technically.
Technically,
So,
yeah, you're waiting for your food.
yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll just kind of nudge Gerardo and be like, ask her if she wants any goose.
I mean, Gerardo, do you want goose? I mean, yeah, you're totally welcome to join us.
Oh yeah, yeah. But he's awake and she's asleep, and I just wanted to make sure everyone was
If
included.
she's still asleep, we should be quiet. She probably needs her rest if she's still asleep.
It's not like you have a job to do.
Yeah. Even in my head, I'm like, sure. We can just let her sleep for all the important business.
And if you guys want to try to wake her up, or
I think that's a very good idea to leave to the halfling. Sorry, Gerardo. I should use names. Names are important. Yeah, so I mean, I think just I don't want to try waking up LaDonya, but I'll like knock on Melina's door and be like, there's baked goose if you want any, and like I don't know. I'm not gonna like see if you're up.
Who's Leo? Do we know who this is who's offering us the goose?
I think that would be a check. See if you can tell who he is, I guess, or you could just go to his house and find out.
What should I roll on that one?
What are you doing to figure out who he is?
Just I guess taking a look and see how wealthy he looks. Actually, no, Melina's kind of blunt. Sorry, who are you? I don't remember you from the meeting with the mayor. Who?
I'm the tailor in town, so if you need any clothes fixed up, you can bring them to me.
Oh yeah. I take off my boots. I'm like, yeah, I've got these holes in my stockings, and honestly, I tore a seam on my pants the other day, and
I think I'm just going to kind of look at you dead in the eye and just go, not now. It's too early. Please stop.
Stop what?
Well,
And I just kind of gesture to all of you.
You said there's a town restaurant too, right? Or like a common area people eat.
there's a bar downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the tailor and say, nice try. Give it a few days, and just walk right past down to the bar.
Okay. But the other two people are going with.
Oh yeah, someone offered me free food.
Yeah, I mean, even before I knew who he was, he offered me a baked goose. And, like, either I'm going to eat it or find out that it's poisoned and still eat it. It's a goose. I'll die happy, which is rare, not the goose.
Yeah, honestly, if Agnew found out this goose was poisoned, his question would be, how poisonous, before taking another bite.
How poisonous. So you had the dream of the winter bird, right?
Yeah.
So I think his house reminds you of that. It's the same green color as the winter bird. I guess when you get there.
Like the color of the house that I was in, or the color of the winter bird itself?
The color of the winter bird and the color of the tailor's house are the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so he takes you inside. The two people who stayed, I guess, sets out the goose and has all these fixins and offers you alcohol, of course, probably wine to go with the goose. And he starts talking to you about the old mayor that the old mayor, he thinks, has been dabbled in some witchcraft. At least when he was younger. That's to make his garden grow better. The old mayor's one of the best gardens around, only rivaled by the notary. So.
So just want to make sure we're on the same page. Seth, we are destroying this goose, right?
I mean, destroying for once might be an understatement. I think this is like the first time we've ever fully agreed on just like this goose, now eat it.
Are you partaking in the wine too? Because there's intoxication rules we can get into.
Well, I was gonna. It's funny because even as I was thinking, I was like, oh, well, that one thing the night before, I was like, it's a rare thing, but you know what? The wine is there. I'm gonna just drink it and just woo, intoxication.
I don't think Agnew is actually much of a drinker. He will drink wine to like wash the food down, but he's not going to be trying to get intoxicated.
Yeah. I actually don't know if Seth is trying to get intoxicated, but I don't think he has a high tolerance for it.
So both of you get a jolly drunk risk die.
How does that work?
Well, it's supposed to be. So every watch, you can roll it, and it should go down, right?
Oh, okay, cool. So just
They like slowly lose intoxication over the time.
okay, cool.
What level is it at?
A D4. So
I'll
for now, you get advantage to social checks and disadvantage to physical checks
Oh boy.
after one drink.
Okay.
That's great. All right. So let's go down to the bar. Is that Seth? No. I'm trying to keep track of everyone. Melina? Is that? Did I pronounce that right?
That's right.
I think Gerardo would be setting up in the bar, like the breakfast area. So like Valentina hasn't shown up yet, but like yeah, I think Melina would see Gerardo like setting up the food there.
That sounds good. So you are going to come down later for your food? But it
Yeah,
needs to be set up
probably
first.
probably within the next like 10-15 minutes or so. Like so if there's something like Melina wants to do before Valentina.
And I think the innkeeper's there, and then another person with like a dour face. Something about them gives you like a feeling that they're greedy. Their facial expression or something just looks like an old Grinch.
Then I'll walk up to the barkeep, and sort of sit down, put my pull my warhammer off my back, and sort of stick it on the bar, making sure that the other person in the room notices I've got it nearby, and saying I'm sure we're all new in town. What can you tell me about the place?
I could give you a whole tour. What do you want to know? And this is the same like ash-skinned person that you saw at the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, so this person was. Do we know their name?
Ursula Cinderdaughter.
The innkeeper. This is the innkeeper as well as the barkeep.
Yeah.
Ursula Cinderdaughter.
Yeah, and she has like gray skin, gray hair, and then bright ruby lips.
Does she look old, or she just happens to have gray hair but looks fairly young?
I think she's like middle age.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I lean back and I say to her, well, we don't want to be jumping to conclusions, but we also have a bit of a time limit. So, if you could point us in the right direction, or maybe suggest some people we could trust, just to narrow down our hunt, you'd be doing us as well as yourself a great service.
What direction are you talking about?
Well, you were there. We were hired to find whoever is causing the town some magical trouble. Assuming there is someone, which hopefully we'll be able to find sooner rather than later.
Right. Well, first have some ale. She like pours you a big glass of ale, right? Are you gonna partake?
Sip to look friendly, but not really drink very much.
Well, if you don't drink, it's a charisma check. That's also in the rules.
Okay. Let's roll me a charisma check. Nope.
Yes, I think she notices that, that you don't like the alcohol. But I think if you sip it, you notice that it's surprisingly sweet. Like this isn't like any other alcohol you've had before. Almost like a witch made it. Let's
I think maybe this is around the time that Lady
coming up
Danya,
too?
Valentina de Guadalupe comes down, and she just like stretches and yawns like, "Oh, that was such a peaceful rest for surprisingly a low end inn, but lovely inn, quaint inn. I don't know where everyone else has gone to. Oh, Melina, how's things? How did you sleep?"
Pretty well. The other two went off for to get bribed by the tailor with some free goose. I decided to come down and talk to our wonderful innkeep here.
Oh yes, good morning, innkeeper.
Good morning. I think she'll offer you some ale also.
And Ladonia looks at it and tries to not make like a sneer, like, "Oh, ale, like not like, you know, fine wine, but because she is a noble and has, you know, etiquette, takes in, thank you, and will not guzzle it because that's not what ladies do, but like, you know, drink it and like go towards the table with the food.
All right. And I think if sorry, I'm trying to get all the names straight. Melina is just sitting there looking. She'll notice, like behind the bar, all these hunting trophies. Ursula has, and she thinks something strange about the cook in town.
Out of curiosity, the hunting trophies are all of them like deer, or are there any like predators, like a bear or something, a little bit more on the dangerous side down there?
Yeah, I think there's a like elk and bear.
She can handle herself in a fight, maybe. Okay. What do you think is strange about the cook?
Something about him is older than his body. Right? It seems like he has more knowledge than he should.
Lady Danya is listening, obviously, and Millington goes, maybe he just likes to read. I mean, people here do know how to read, right?
Well, more than read, right? Like he's a cook, but he also has a distillery, and it has the strongest drinks I've ever tasted.
Is this one of his concoctions? And it's rather sweet for being then strong.
I wouldn't serve his concoctions here.
Oh, so you two are rivals then? That's usually good for business, at least
In a
for
way.
us customers.
That's true. That's true. But you are staying here, so I expect you to take my side here.
As long as it tastes as good, yes. Do you think the other two are going to be long, Milena? I mean, hopefully, we do have things to do today, after all. I didn't wake up early for nothing.
It's tough to tell. They were offered a free meal, and who knows what the tailor is looking for in exchange.
Well, if it's just those two, probably not much.
Do I have something you want to do?
No, I was just. Go ahead.
I think Peter is just reacting.
Just eating.
Yes. I guess if they don't come back before I'm done with my meal, we should go try and fetch them.
We're gonna talk to this cook. It sounds like there's lots of suspicious activity around here. It might be worth it to split up to cover more ground.
Very true. Then I'll leave Gerardo here to leave them a message so they know where we are. We don't want them go bumbling around town after all.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it's a good plan.
The cook's name's Pepe.
Good old
and
Pepe.
And he's like at the edge of the village too. It kind of looks like an outgrowth of an oak tree more than an actual restaurant. So that's where you'll find him, and he's very jovial, but don't let that fool you.
So the other two still eating happily, getting drunk off of goose and geese.
Yeah, what are the other two doing? I think that's our morning, so now we can like move into afternoon.
Yeah, so to be honest, Agnew really didn't pay much attention to who the tailor was trying to blame here. He was too distracted by a good meal. I think I think what Agnew's going to do is he's going to walk around the outskirts of town and look for, what sort of cabins are sort of kind of away from the public eye and get a feel from there. He's looking for the creepy cabin in the woods, effectively.
So I think most of the village is surrounded by rivers, right? So you might walk by the river, or in the back, there's like, I guess, the schoolyard, and then all these farm areas, like the orchard you heard about.
Oh yeah, creepy orchard. Totally gonna wander the creepy orchard.
All right. So you go to wander in the creepy orchard, and I guess you'll find what we talked about earlier, where there's all this wilted black buckwheat instead of the white as usual. And then these like red bleeding pumpkins.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'll try to make a knowledge check to, see if I could tell exactly what was the cause.
Is anyone going with?
Yes, no, I very much followed, mostly because I'm still a little slap happy, so I'm just kind of like, don't leave me.
Do we have like a tag you could use to get advantage here?
I've got magical training. Other than that, the only thing I can think of is I get advantage when I'm ignoring the negative in a situation. Which, if you want to give me advantage for ignoring the fact that I might be putting myself into danger by coming out here.
No, I think this is pretty. I think you're trying to learn about this danger, so I don't think you're ignoring it. All right, so you can roll.
Intelligence?
Yeah. See if you know about this. You got a success.
Yeah, so it rolls 2 dice and I choose the best of the two?
That's for advantage, but normally I just look at the first one.
Okay, it's normally just the first one. Either way, it's a success.
That's true. So yeah, I think you like touch it and realize that this is actual blood, right? Like you see it coagulating.
Mm-hmm.
Like this isn't normal. You haven't seen it before.
So this is definitely magic here, not like mundane disease or anything like that.
Yeah, if it is mundane, it's not normal.
Can can I tell anything about the type of magic used here?
What do you mean?
Like, do I like? Can I ascertain anything about the point of the spell? Is this a side effect? Was this the actual goal? Was there like a specific domain of magic?
Trying to think how you would figure that out. Yeah, I think you just realize that these are like, this is from like people, right? Like it's not normally what a pumpkin's made out of. Right? It's not like pumpkin that got turned into blood. This is like actual blood from people.
Oh, okay. So whatever the magic is, it's bringing actual human blood here.
Hmm.
Well, at least we know that the town's not making this up.
I mean, it'd be pretty elaborate if the whole town was making it up, because then they'd try and be unified in the story they're trying to tell, and they seem to be not trusting each other as much as they seem to not entirely trust us. Otherwise, they wouldn't try and bribe us.
Right?
Why do you think we just got a free meal?
Well, I mean, it's because they were nice.
Keep thinking that.
So as you're looking around here, the fog cleared out because it's getting in like midday. So there's clouds in the sky. It's actually getting hot and humid. So I think like as the fog got away, there's all this dew on the grass, and there's actually a flock of geese flying over right now, going south for the winter. So I guess we'll go back to the bar. You all were going to this cook's.
Yeah, I
place?
think in the afternoon we'd go to the cook. And like I
Alright.
said, I would have left Gerardo at inn for the other two so that they know where we were.
Cool. And the cook, or as you're walking over there, you see the same thing, right? Like it's getting hot and humid and not super comfortable. And yeah, you go to this tree. It's called a white marked oak. So it's like a big tree with like a door in it, I imagine, right? And as you go in, it creaks a lot, right?
Is there a lot of people in here or is it
I
empty?
There are a few. So there's Pepe has his own servant. um, that's also very jovial, and um, I think he goes right over to you as you walk in, and then there are a bunch of other people that are just here, taking a lunch break from work. So the assistant, Lev, is his name. Or I guess he introduced himself. Hi, I'm Lev. Welcome to Pepe's Corner. I'll call it that. Now I have to remember. What can I do for you? Or would you like a menu?
I look to Milena to like do the introductions because that's not the point of nobles to do.
we're not really here for the food. We've been hired to the town to investigate the strange happenings around here. Um, we heard the owner of this fine establishment was very well informed on everything that goes on in the town, and could possibly give us some good leads onto who to look into. You wouldn't happen to know if Pepe is around?
Pepe. Of course, then I know. He's he's the cook after all. He's cooking the food.
Do you think he has some time to speak? It doesn't look incredibly busy right now. Really won't take much time at all.
Sure. I'll go get him. He runs off behind.
Before you do, what can you tell us about Pepe? Just so we have an idea how to treat the man. Is he good to you?
Yeah, Pepe treats me like a king.
Like a king, aren't you his servant?
I mean, formally, but informally, we're more equals.
This town does things oddly. But thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, we would like to talk to him as soon as he's able to, of course, in between the busy lunch rush, I guess.
Yeah. I've been a servant for going on 10 years now, so if there's anything strange about him, I'd be the first to know.
Of course, if you've been with him for that long, you must know everything. My own servant knows practically everything about me, too.
Who's your servant?
Gerardo, he's half manservant, half bodyguard, halfling, to be honest. And he's very good. Right now he's waiting for our other members to come back from wherever they decided to jaunt off to.
So I'll go get Pepe. Like runs off. And I think you see in that kitchen area there's like a little girl like hiding behind the counter. Like just watching you.
Does she look scared or just curious or?
I think she's scared because you're unfamiliar, right? And then on the mantle there's a drawing of a man. So there's your art. Yeah. Yeah, and then Pepe comes out. Hello. He has like a neat brown beard. He's looks put together. Yeah, the odd thing is he has a neat brown beard, but he has like silvery hair. Right, that's kind of what the innkeeper was getting at with these like older than his age. What can I do for you?
I hear you have some of the best alcohol in town that you brew yourself. Is that true?
Indeed it is. Would you like some?
I wouldn't mind to have a taste. I'm a bit of a connoisseur of fine ales.
All right. Well, this might be a bit stronger than you're used to. We call it the angel and the devil.
Interesting. Melina, did you want to try a sip too?
Best not in fine places. I have a habit of showing off, and I kind of glance at my warhammer when I drink too much. Probably best for your establishment if I pass, but I do appreciate the offer.
I think he smiles and so he's like missing a tooth. And he'll bring over his ale for you. And it smells strongly like pear.
Hmm.
And they're in little copper funnels.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so Valentina would take a sip, and try to like distinguish like how possibly different it could be from like the brewed stuff at the inn.
So he wasn't lying. This is a lot stronger.
I think she tries not to make a face or try not to cough, like to not realize like just how like strong, like oh crap, kind of thing. And like coughs and like tries to ask a question at the same time. Well, so how long have you been here? How long have you had your fine establishment?
This has been in my family for generations. My uncle Harold runs the most popular inn in the eastern city. So you could say it runs in the family.
And what do you think of the strange happenings around? Has it scared off any of your business?
Well, when people get nervous like this, it's actually pretty good for business. They want relaxation and being with others. I'm not taking advantage of the situation, but it's not hurting our business.
Of course not. How was your business before all this strangeness? It's about the same, or
Before all the strangeness. um, the strangeness around here is pretty usual. Before this, or when I was starting this place, it was right after the war. And I think he points to the picture. That's my father, um, who died of a septic wound in the war. But we keep him here to keep us company. That's what this place is all about, keeping each other company. Whether it's good times or bad.
I try to take another like smaller but sip to be polite and just look at Melina like, do you have any other questions? Like,
So get your risk die for for alcohol, I guess. And then I guess since we're in the second shift, the other people can roll their risk die to see if they're still intoxicated.
so I
People
don't roll
have,
until the next shift, right?
yeah. So Agnew isn't drunk anymore. That's good. And same with Seth. Because if
Jolly.
you drink again next shift, then you go up again.
Okay.
So you must know most everyone in town. Any people you think are particularly trustworthy or people we should avoid?
Trustworthy for me or trustworthy for you? I think they treat new people in town a little different.
Well, I mean, everyone's going to be looking at us suspiciously, given what we've been, why we've been hired into town. But who you think is not responsible for this, or if you think anyone might be causing these problems? We've heard you're a good judge of character and a trustworthy sort. So we'd like to hear what you think. Help set us on the right path.
If you're looking for someone a bit strange, there is Oleg. He's very, very similar to you, and he points at Danya. Or, yeah, am I pronouncing that right? Donya?
Yeah, Donya or Danya, which is like the lady in Spanish.
So they say he's an ancient royal.
An ancient royal. That's interesting. How does one become an ancient royal? Is he immortal?
That might be a mark of a witch, right? If you're immortal.
Or if you're cursed.
But since he's a little bit outside the town, they also use his place as a jail. It kind of looks like a castle, so they hold people in the cellar who are conspicuous, I suppose.
Do you think he's suspicious?
Yeah, he's not part of the town, right? Kind of like you all.
Well, sure, but your town invited us here. I guess the question is, has he done his job as a jailer? Has anybody gotten away or been let out under suspicious circumstances?
Has anyone been let out under suspicious circumstances? He does have strange friends, right? Like I said, he's not from this town. So other people come visit him from Eastern Town and the Western Town and bring him books. He has this collection of strange books from the different cities.
Reading doesn't make somebody a witch, and as I think I already as you already pointed out, we're also from out of town. So maybe that's not something that's too suspicious, don't you think?
I mean, the strangeness has only happened recently, and he's been here a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have family here. In fact, I think he's hoping to get back to the city sometime, right? That's why he keeps in contact with them.
Makes sense, I guess. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to talk to him. I mean, it seems like we might be talking to everybody by this point. And I say to Melina like softly so that the chef doesn't hear. It seems like they just love pointing fingers at everyone but themselves. Oh, but one more question. At the inn, what do you think of their alcohol?
Well, it's a pub. We're a restaurant, so
Yes, a
I
restaurant
mean it's
called
fine.
Pepe's Corner. much more finer than a pub,
That's,
she says facetiously.
that's true. um, well, they kind of have the market locked down, right? If you stay in the inn, then you drink at the inn. But we actually have to compete for our business, so we have much finer alcohols. I think he'll go back and get like a aged bottle of wine, right? Like to show off.
Mm.
We have all
Well, I
sorts of
think
finers.
I think it's time we probably should meet up with our companions and compare notes. You have been most generous, chef.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you. I hope to see you soon.
And I think Lady Danya does like a small curtsy just to be like nice and everything before heading out, with the drink mostly untouched because it is definitely way too strong for her.
And the other people are still at the hill. I had two groups going.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna take like a pumpkin and some of the what was it, flax back. For the others to take a look at, so that they can, see if they have anything that they want to add to it.
Are you carrying them?
You know what? I have two sacks for this.
Yeah, I think as you're both on this hill, you see some commotion around the stables. People are starting to gather, like something happened.
Well, we should probably go check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're going over.
Yeah, definitely.
And as it's getting darker, the weather is getting worse. So you hear like a rumbling, like it's gonna thunder at night. And the kind of dewiness is turning into like a damp, like it's very high humidity, right? And you get over there to see the milkmaid. She has like wild eyes that are bright blue. And she's holding these dolls, 3 old dolls with red, golden, and brown hair. Some of them have their eyes torn out, and some of them are pierced with sticks. Like some voodoo doll. Everyone's gathered around and like, who could have done this?
Huh. Who could have done this?
I mean, lots of people could have done it. Who would have done it?
Yes. Well. Oh, you don't have an answer to that question.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay. Yeah. The way you asked that question, you sounded slightly like you might know the answer.
Really? Wow.
No.
No one has ever assumed I knew the answer to something before.
I regret it immediately. I promise I regret it.
No. I liked it. Do it again.
And I just kind of like just almost mechanically turn my head, and I'm just like, right. So who would have done this? Oh God. Okay. Well. Well, considering we're mostly newish in town, I feel like we don't have an accurate sort of group to interrogate.
I mean, is like probably someone who wanted to freak her out, right?
Yeah. I'm going to just kind of look around because you said there was a commotion, people starting to gather, and I was just going to. I'm gonna just kind of go. Did anyone see how this started?
How it started. Well, it must be someone that works around here, right?
Yes, I would assume so.
Well, I
the
mean,
only,
who's like, I don't know, interested in the milkmaid? Close to her, that sort of thing. Look,
are you
a person
asking her?
well, yeah. I mean, look, you don't go ahead and start gouging out the eyes of dolls of someone unless that person is like meaningful to you, right? I mean, I would assume I've never actually gouged out a doll's eyes, but
Yeah.
you figure it's something that you don't casually do. So probably this is someone who you're important to. So I don't know who could that be.
Unless they wanted us to think that.
Oh man, you just inceptioned me.
Well, the dolls were made for me, my mother, and my older sister. And the only other people really nearby are all the spinners. So if I had to guess, it would probably be the tailor. Someone involved in making clothes.
His house was very green.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, it was just like, winterbird green. That's weird, right? They chose like the exact same color for his house as the plumage of the winterbird.
I guess, but what's with the winterbird callback?
I don't know. I just noticed that.
Okay, I was just it's uncharacteristic of you.
I guess we can talk about this place then. So this place is very clean, right? Like Leah, the milkmaid, is very superstitious. She has all these bangles and jewelry to like ward off this exact thing, right? And she keeps the place very clean, like it was just painted.
Oh, do you know the tailor? Like I ask her.
Well, he is the eligible bachelor in town, and we're a similar age, so he has made advances.
And how did those advances go? Like I'm trying to get her to like dish, totally like getting her to gossip on him.
Mm-hmm.
I can roll charisma if that helps.
Sure, let's roll charisma.
Oh, actually, holy crap. How did I fail that?
Can I also try rolling charisma just to kind of like pick up his slack.
I'm just surprised I failed because I have a 17 charisma.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah.
If I had advantage there, I would be fine, but I don't think this counts as ignoring the negative in a situation.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm really not responding to the fact that she's totally creeped out right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think depending on how you'd react, I'd probably get very frustrated with how you are going about this very quickly. And if that helps with my short-tempered trait, then maybe I try and turn things around by getting mad at you. I don't know. I'm trying to be creative here.
Can you say that again?
Well, okay, so with Agnew, his role failed, so let's see how that plays out, and I'll just go from there.
All right. I don't think it's in the rules that things get worse, but that is more interesting.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll just give you gossip, sure. So I think she'll like lean in and whisper into your ear. Leo, when he originally joined the town, he was cursed. He had violet eyes and blood red stained skin. And I think she like looks at that pumpkin you got, right? Like it's very similar. So I try not to have anything to do with him.
That's understandable.
I mean, at least you got better.
Of course.
Okay, well, maybe we should talk to Leo again. I mean, he did give us a free meal. Maybe he'd be willing to offer some other information for free.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying a whole bunch of things, and honestly, I wasn't paying close attention.
I didn't even realize he was saying words. All I heard was, please eat this goose. Why aren't you eating this goose? Oh, please drink this wine. You're starting to look a little funny. I think those were his words. Those are usually the words that are said at me.
Honestly, I just heard nom 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 nom. I don't know who was saying it.
You heard that too. Okay, cool.
Yeah, totally heard that.
Oh God, I thought I was like really out of it. There must have been something in that goose.
Well, I mean, I don't know who was. For all I know, I was totally saying nom 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 as I was eating.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
I mean, probably. I'm just guessing on this.
It's a fair and educated guess, which you won't hear me saying frequently.
I need to get you to say that frequently.
It won't happen.
Come on, pretty please. Giving you total puppy dog eyes.
Oh man,
Agnew is adorable.
I know. It's clear, and I'm just like, that was a fair and educated guess. Like he mutters it under his breath, like, you tell no one about this.
Yeah, Agnew looks delighted at this.
Great. Oh man, Seth is just like, this is a great start. we're just gonna get this job done real quick. That's what's gonna happen. Try and think.
Oh, do we want to do this job quick?
I mean, I think we want to do it accurately.
Well, I mean, I could always, summon a you-know-what.
And I think I think I'm just like going through all the reasons in my head why that's not a good idea, and I can't get any of them out because Agnew just looks like, isn't that such a good idea? And I'm just like, oh, no, it isn't. It's like the worst. Look, we're already playing with forces or a force that we have yet to understand. It would be a very bad idea to add another thing into the mix.
Would it really?
I don't know.
So I think talking to the milkmaid was your evening. If you want to go into night, that'll give you a disadvantage tomorrow because you'll be all sleepy.
I mean, I'm cool if we just go back at it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And maybe we split the party a little less.
All right.
So it's just a matter of bad timing where, we all decide to sleep. I think the booze did it in for Valentina.
All right. And I think we're just about at time. So I guess this is a good place to call it. We finished our first day.
Woo!
Got lightning cracking in the night and screams of people and their dolls.
I mean, for Lady, for La Doña, it was a pretty uneventful day full of drinks.
That's fair enough.
Like, yeah, she's like, okay, this is gonna be a simple job, and maybe after this, the mayor will let me go, like, kind of thing.
Hey.
And the broadcast.
Maybe Agnew will get another goose.